you want me to wait for you, bro?
Nah, bro, you go up.
I think I might put some music on to get me up there.
Like a sucky.
You right?
Hey, g'day folks, how you going? Juddy here. This has been a successful mission today, so far. Yes, so the plan was to get Josh's drone out of the tree, which was successful. Very much a team effort, and I'm so happy that Josh got his little DJI drone back, because yeah, they're not cheap to buy, and they are a necessary part of your kit, so to speak, as a vlogger. G'day Josh, there's Josh there, making sure we can get up this hill okay. It was quite a steep hill. Yeah, I think what made it treacherous was you really couldn't see where the track was. So for me, that sort of made it a bit more difficult to traverse. However, I seemed to do it, and like I maintained control of Hopper, which was my goal, and my goal for the day was not to stack it. And hey, I did pretty good. I didn't stack it once. I did get bogged, but I did have, yeah, that was quite a large round stone that I just hit. Yeah, so on the, where was I? Oh dear. Where was my train of thought? Oh well, it looks like I just burped, I think, from memory. Anyway, yeah, so it was quite successful. I didn't stack it. I got bogged once, which was okay. I got out of it. Yeah, but as you guys would most likely know, most of you guys probably watch MVDBR. You would know that towards the end of this little movie, my new friend Jess, JD, stacked his MT-09, which put a bit of a dampener on it. I could... Well, this is some of my fancy 360 work.
Do you have traction control on that?
I do, but I turned it off because otherwise, pretty much as soon as it loses traction, it just cuts the power. And I don't know, it just makes me not be able to really move. Like, it just sits there and digs a hole.
Yeah.
So, because it doesn't have any low end torque, so it just goes nothing, everything, you know. And then with that stuff there, yeah, I just got all squirrely on one part and then dug a hole, tried to get out of it and just couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, I had that little conversation with JD. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. And it's hard to put a positive spin on a video with that accident at the end of it. It would have been heartbreaking for JD to stack his bike like that, and you know the pain, like the physical trauma would be paramount. So all my thoughts and prayers are with you, JD. I hope you get back on the track very shortly, and you know, I can't wait to go for a ride with you next time, and hopefully we'll both get through the day without stacking it, and that can be our goal. We weren't the only one who stacked it. Josh had stacked it like the day before this ride, so he was a bit sore and sorry for himself. Yeah, but I was in cruise control. Juddy and Hopper, we were just on a mission to get up this hill, and it seemed to go forever. Yeah, but part of my mission for today was to test out new equipment. So I had new crash protection on my body. New body armour that I had bought. I'm not wearing it at the moment. I put it in my rucksack because the track didn't seem that difficult. But I did wear it just in case we got radical. And I figured we're going back the same way, so I probably don't need the body armour. But I'm very happy that I did bring it along. And yeah, Josh has just pulled me up to share some driving instructions on how to get home. So yeah, I'll probably edit this bit out.
Hopper and Juddy do the fucking knees.
No, tractor mode, mate.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, my mission was to try out some gear. So I did have the body armour, so I've even though I've got a jacket with shoulder and elbow pads and a back pad, the jacket itself is really hot in summer. Well, it's not really hot, but for the amount of protection it affords you, it's not feasible to wear it in the heat of the day. So I just bought some separate upper torso protection, shoulder, elbow protection to go with my I already had hip and knee and boots. And yeah, so today I didn't stack it, so I didn't really have to try that out, but it was comfortable. I felt comfortable with it. Oh, I just ran into this big golden orb, and I pulled up and shook it off my hand. It was huge. It was like the size of a golf ball, the body of this spider. Well, I don't know how I didn't get it on camera. I think, yeah, I'm not sure. I mustn't have had the camera running when I shook it off my hand. Not sure what happened there. The funny thing was, I was just riding along and I felt it crawling on my hand. It must have been on the hand grip or the handlebar, and yeah, so I flicked it off. It was a big fella. Yeah, so I tried my my body armour out. It was very comfortable. Yeah, so what else was I trying out? So today I was trying out my new helmet. I had my intercom system in the helmet, which was rather uncomfortable. It had taken me about an hour to sort of get it into the helmet, but unfortunately where the speakers need to be near your ears, and they don't have any recesses in the LS2 helmet. One of the selling points for the LS2 helmet is that you can get your sunglasses in pretty good. And yeah, I could. And even though it didn't have recesses for those speakers, I have since found a comfortable way to wear the helmet without them digging into my ears. So, geez, she was sloppy along this track in places, eh? I don't know how. I had come very close to stacking it about at least half a dozen times on this day. If I had road tyres on, there's no way I could have done this ride. The knobbies were great. They saved my backside a few times. The weight of the bike was a lot lighter, a lot more nimble, and there was a couple of times I came close to a tip over and I saved it. So I think when you're on a tall bike and you can't touch the ground very well, for me it's a lot more feasible to have a lighter bike when you're riding in the bush. So that's just the way I am, and Hopper loved it. We did a few jumps on this day and we got a bit of air, and he was a whole lot lighter through the air and felt a lot easier to ride in the bush. Anyway, yeah. So the Insta 360s was another thing I was trying out. As you see, the one on the front of my helmet has gone from the Teletubby to around my chin height. So my visor, which saved me from getting sprayed from JD earlier in the day, was in the way of this footage. So I have got the parts on this visor where I can fold it down, so I will fold it down in the future for when we're riding off-road, so you guys can see that. My 360 cam is what you're looking through now. I actually have a plastic cover on that lens to protect the lens, and even though I cleaned it thoroughly, it still seems to have, I think the spider webs hit it, because it seemed to be clear earlier on. So, yeah, I'm getting there, folks. My audio, I use my DJI mic, and as you guys know from the first one, I lost it at Gympie, and my dear friend Josh found it again. You're a legend, Josh. So I had my other DJI mic in at the moment, so I was very happy with the audio. You can hear me clearly. There's no wind noise. I had trouble with some files. I had troubles sometimes matching the files up with the video, and sometimes I make mistakes. So there's parts in this that are without the DJI. Not sure, but in the first episode, oh look, you're upside down there, Juddy. I don't know how you manage that, but that's the beauty of the 360 cam. You can get different perspectives on and get a little bit creative. I'm not a real fan of the fisheye look. I've tried my best to in the post, in the editing suite, to do as much without the fisheye as I can. However, I couldn't help but experiment with the tiny planet look. So as you can see, I'm just plodding along. yeah, I will do it differently next time because I don't believe it's great to look at that camera. Like, I don't like looking at the camera, and I know you guys don't. So if I can hook that into a different spot, unfortunately, my crash bars were perfect to hold this setup. However, as you guys know, I've taken them off so I can get a little bit more radical. And we love getting radical, don't we, Juddy? Don't we, Hopper? Yes, mate. Yes, we love it. Oh, like, I just thoroughly enjoy riding him with the knobbies on now. I feel so much safer, so much more in control. And so much more like my younger years when I used to go bush riding. However, I spent more times pushing my bike than I did riding back in those days. Yeah, so yeah, you look a bit cocky there, Juddy. You look like the king of the castle. Yeah, so I'm just plodding along. I think up here, it's around this time that I let the boys get past me because, you know, I felt like I was holding them back. Like, I don't mind taking the lead, but I'm a very cautious rider when I'm not on tracks that I know. I have had plenty of stacks in my time and hurt myself because I've gone into a corner too hot. And, you know, just on this day, on the way home, coming down through Jimna, I nearly came off the road by going through a corner too hot. Yeah, so I let the boys get past me. As you can see, there's a dust cloud, so they're in front of me. And I'm happy just to take my time and tractor along on the KLR because that's what it's made to do. Yeah, even though it's made to just putt along, Hopper is very capable when it comes to off-roading, and I'm very proud to have him as my steed. Hopper, if you can hear me, yes you can, because I'm looking at you right now. I love that boy. Yeah, so big dust cloud coming up over, and yeah, lucky I wasn't flying along because I probably would have taken him out myself. So when I went past, it looked like he had a smile on his face to me.
He had a smile on his face.
I wasn't sure whether to keep the camera running or not. But I thought, hey, keep it running and yeah.
You right, bro?
Anyway.
I seen you had a smile on your face.
Turns out he didn't have a smile on his face. He was in quite a bit of pain and yeah. Well, so this was the sad part of the day. Very sad. Anyway.
It's all fun and games till someone gets hurt.
Yeah, so Josh was very helpful with JD, and all I wanted to do was get this bike just roadworthy, just in case he was riding home, keep out of the way. And yeah, then I assisted with the ambulance and so forth. You can see that on Josh's channel on MVDBR. Yeah, so it wasn't such a bad day. And thanks for watching, guys. And Yeah, I'm going to endeavour to do a better job on the next one. Cheers, guys. Thanks.